everyone, Chevy Moon here. So today I'm going to be telling you guys the best way to grind bucks in Adopt Me. This is actually one of the things most people ask me about. Today I'm going to be telling you guys all things that I usually do to gain bucks, of course. Anyway, so did I have time to change my avatar? Because I'm in a public server right now, so I better keep my identity hidden. Anyway, so right now, have 417,000 bucks in Adopt Me. And a lot of people are wondering how I got that much already. So that kind of explains how much I grind in Adopt Me. Anyway, if you guys need bucks right now, consider watching this video. So I actually have 7 tips in some ways that I often do or my recommendations for getting bucks. Anyway, now let's get started. Equip to pets. Optional. So one tip I basically recommend is to have 2 pets equipped. This way you will have 2 tasks at the same time sometimes, and of course more bucks than usual. So I understand those players who don't have the certificate, but that is fine as well. As long as you have a pet equipped and you do it tasks, then it's perfectly fine. Anyway, so having a certificate actually gives you this. Since it's a certificate, I am certified to equip 2 pets at the same time. And of course this lasts. It has expiry date, and once it's expired I can no longer equip 2 pets at the same time. There are actually 2 ways to have certificate. So if you look in the shop, first way is to subscribe to Adopt Me Pets Plus. So yeah, it's a subscription which means every month you get to pay. I don't know how much this is when converted to dollars, however mine is converted to Philippine peso because I live in the Philippines of course. And other one is to purchase the certificate itself. It is only in the shop as well and cost for 250 Robux. So a lot of players are actually frustrated with this because Adopt Me is doing pay to win thing. However, equipping 1 pet is also good. Long as you have the courage to grind, I'm sure you get bucks that way. Grinding house. Anyway, so next step I actually recommend, as always, is none other than the grinding house. As a grinder for several years already, this is actually the thing that I personally love. And in any video of mine that are about tips and grinding, the grinding house mustn't go missing. And as most people know, I use the Mermaid Mansion as my grinding house because it is spacious, and I don't know what else lol. Anyway, so the importance of grinding house is very simple. This is where most tasks are done. Except the orange one, but not the playground task though, cause we use piano for it. A grinding house consists of items that mostly used for tasks, like beds, litter boxes, tubs, and many more. So if you have a lot of tasks, you could just teleport to your grinding house and do the tasks with ease. It is a simple thing yet very important. So yeah, I guess that's all you need to know about the grinding house. Alt accounts. Anyway, so this is actually that way that I often do. And trust me, it works 100%. So this is actually optional as well. We're going to do is to gather all of the alt accounts we have, and I understand if not all of us have extra device for alt account. However, so what we're going to do is to put them into one place. If you have a lot of alt accounts, I recommend you to use triple stroller or quadruple stroller. The triple stroller is actually the easiest one to get, so I recommend using this. Make sure the accounts equip pets too, and you're going to need to do your thing, taking care of them of course. So as you can see, I have so many pending tasks to do, and of course more money. I gotta be honest, but this is actually the thing that I find helpful for me. I swear this is incredibly useful. And it's kind of confusing as well. I mean, you have so many tasks, so you need quick fingers, otherwise you'll miss the tasks. However, it may be challenging, but still it gives you a couple of bucks. All you need to do is to watch your bucks grow as you grind. So yeah, once again this is optional, and it's understandable if you don't have any extra device. Save your bucks. So another tip is to not spend your bucks, if not necessary, is the one that I usually do. I never ever spend my bucks, unless needed though. But in my perspective, I only buy items if I needed them, and after that, I make sure I pay for the bucks I spent by grinding more. This way you could save your bucks, and as time goes by you will see the amount of it rising as always. So yeah, now next tip. Be a baby, optional. This is another way that I kind of consider, but I don't really do this. To be a child on the game. This way you will have extra tasks to take care of yourself. So just like pads you will have the basic needs, such as food and drink tasks, the orange tasks, and many more. And with that you will get extra bucks for doing the tasks. However, this is something that I don't really do. But somehow if you're grinding bucks almost immediately, I prefer to just consider this tip. So yeah, it's a bit extra. So I actually have my reason why I don't really use this thing. I'm actually very picky. I just want to be comfortable when playing. Being a baby in the game is just making me uncomfortable. Because yes, it is so small. I'm used to be a grown-up. When playing, changing my routine and be a baby would be a really huge adjustment from me. So yeah, don't really feel comfortable if I'm small. However, being a kid is optional too. Just depends on your perspective, or how you see yourself as a baby. But I just think it's not for me. I mean, check this out you guys. I am so tiny while my pets are kind of big. I think they're even bigger than me. Imagine a baby and a blazing lion. Blazing lions are huge, aren't they? I don't know why, but I kind of find this funny. Patience. Bonus. So this tip is just a friendly reminder that patience is always the key. So if you're doing the things that I often do in order to grind bucks, just don't expect it to work almost immediately. You may be using the tips, but don't expect your bucks will automatically rise. I gotta be honest, but it kind of took me years to have my amount of bucks right now. And just do the things regularly. This way I'm pretty sure your bucks amount would rise. So this actually takes effort and time. So this doesn't work overnight only. It might take months and years to have a bunch of bucks. Plus it depends on your choices. If you keep on spending your bucks, of course you'll have lesser bucks. So yeah, that's all for today guys. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down bucks if you stayed for a chance to be in the shoutouts in my next video. Also, share this to your friends who might need these tips. Also, if you have other ways on getting a lot of bucks, share your opinions down below. Have fun, stay cool, and stay safe as always. This is Chevy signing out.